A 61-year-old man beat another man to death who broke into his home and threatened to rape his wife. He was then arrested and charged with manslaughter. The would-be rapist knocked on a number of apartment doors asking for water before the wife opened the door thinking it was her son. Her sister was also home at the time. The man forced his way in, locked the door behind him, and took off his breeches. When the wife offered him money, he reportedly said, "I don't want money. I'm gonna rape you." The intruder struggled with both women, attacking the sister first before hitting the wife over the head with a chair and tearing her clothes off as she tried to run to the door for help. The two women struggled with the man for about 20 minutes and managed to fight him off long enough for the wife to call her husband. The husband, a cab driver, was in a car outside of the building. He rushed inside and found his wife naked in the hallway. The husband caught up with the attacker and fractured his skull with a steel tie iron. The would-be rapist died at the hospital from severe trauma to his head and body about 3 hours later, according to the police. The 61-year-old was charged with manslaughter after he beat the intruder to death. It's amazing how little common sense our modern society has. In times of the past, this man have been given a medal for this, but today we call him a criminal. The husband was eventually released from police custody to a chorus of cheers. He was hailed by members of the community and his family as a hero as he left the criminal court after the judge freed him. The family was instituted by God before other institutions like civil governments and the church. There are natural rights that cannot be taken away or canceled by other governing authorities. The right to self-defense and the right to avenge the blood of a family member can never be canceled. Most people, even non-Christians, recognize these natural rights. That is why it is about a 90% chance that if that man went to trial, a jury would most likely acquit him of all charges, because we know that these are natural instinctual rights that we have and all believe in. If a man finds a betrothed damsel in the field and the man forces her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. If a man rapes another man's wife, then he has committed a crime worthy of death. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 22 through 27. Violating the security of a man's home is a crime worthy of death. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. For he shall make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. Exodus chapter 22, verse 2 through 3. Why was it okay to kill a thief in the night but not during the day? It is because at night you could not tell what he was there to do. Was he there to harm you or your family? You did not know, so you could rightly kill him. But during the day, you could clearly see if he was simply trying to steal something versus harm you or your family. The point of this passage is you can not kill a man for simply breaking into your home and stealing something, but you can kill a man for breaking into your home if you think his intent is to do you or your family harm. Shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. Numbers chapter 35, verse 19. Fighting for your family is not optional, it's a responsibility. Fight for your brethren, your sons, your daughters, your wife, and your houses. Nehemiah chapter 14, verse 4. No man can enter into another man's house and spoil his goods. He will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Mark chapter 3, verse 27. In Nehemiah, we see him commanding the people of Jerusalem to defend themselves against those who would harm them or their family. The man of the house is expected to protect his home. God has naturally built into man a natural burning anger and vengeance against a man that will violate his wife, whether that man is raping his wife or his wife is having consensual sex with another man. The rage is the same. Today we put these husbands in jail for this, but in biblical times the husband's vengeance in this matter would have served as a warning. Do not ever touch another man's wife, for it could cost you your life. Under God's law, the man was right to be held as he was by his community rather than being arrested by the police. What he did to the attacker of his family should serve as a warning to all who would violate the sanctity of another man's home or violate another man's wife. I'm Reverend Said. Please join me for daily prayer, Bible study, and spiritual inspiration. For more details on this story, I'm going to leave a link in the description. And until the next time, y'all stay blessed.